Hey, what's up, people? Can you hear me? Five by five. You guys can hear me? I'm taking that thumbs up as a yes. All right, so routine. What's everyone been printing? And how's your week been? Or I guess, how was last week? Open Bamboo Studio. Let me see. Open. Printing filament rack in Polymaker ASA right now. ASA is the one that like you need to like ventilate well. That's ASA, right? Modeling toys for Christmas. Okay. Builder's Mark, you're already on it. I went to Sam's like last week and they already had like Halloween stuff up. Wow, this model is taking a long time to import. Let's see. I changed the stage here. Actually, you know what? This is a good time for me to like actually prep what I'm trying to do here. Let's do. Stop it. Oh, I can only do one screen at a time. All right, that's on me. All right, let me see. Printing filament rack. Yeah. Modeling toys for Christmas stuff. Yes, ASA, you need to vent out. What is the benefit of ASA then? Like PETG is a little bit more, tougher, more rigid than standard PLA. I get that. TPU is obviously like soft. What is ASA? What is it? What is its use? Its primary use. You need more monitors. I have 3 monitors. I literally cannot fit more monitors on my desk. I think that's just StreamYard. I tried to like. It says extra camera, slides and PDFs, video file, image file, but it won't let me share another screen. Like, I want to just quickly switch between like tabs and screens and stuff. Pezliz, I am late. And it's like, you're fine. You're fine. I ended up starting the stream late anyways. I was at the office trying to film 2 videos in time for a release, like a product release. And I'm gonna be working late tonight. Like after this stream, I'm gonna go right back to my editor and start editing. Showering is important. Yeah, it is. 440s. What does that mean? 440s. Oh, Pezliz. I thought something showed up for me at the office, and I thought it was gonna be like a bottle of like polymer nano from you guys. It was not. It was like some more tool heads that someone at the office ordered for me. So I gotta thank whoever did that for me. 440s, like 40-inch monitors. You have 440. They even sell monitors in 40 inches. You'll get lots of surprises in good time. Yeah. I assume you have the address to the office. Just send it to the Polymaker office because the post office has been giving me woes. Apparently, when you move, it can't just be a simple process, as in, hey, this is my new address. They have to forget it for like a week and just deliver it to the wrong place. and then the place where you used to live at, you give them your forwarding address, and they're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never met you before. This mail has to go in the trash now because this person no longer lives here. Even though, like, you still have my security deposit. So it's been a great week. It's been a great week. So no 3D Printopia? No 3D Printopia. No 3D Printopia. I wonder when I'm gonna get to go on like the first show. We just discussed who'd be going to, like, what is it? I think it's a show in like late September or something like that, like on the 27th. And your boy definitely wasn't on it. I definitely was not on that list. We get Pete and Joel and Sean, as far as I know. Yeah. I think that's what was covered in the meeting this morning. Hang in there, it could get worse. That, you see, everyone says that. They're like, it could be worse, but it's not like it couldn't get worse. It's the fact that it always feels bad. I'm like, come on. Like, I can handle the bad times if they're separated by the good times. I just haven't had the good times yet. What's up, Polymorph? Hello. Oh, okay. The main thing that I wanted to cover this time, I'm not sure how long this stream is going to be because I have to like get back to a video for a release that's happening this week. But what I really wanted to get from the chat was like, I want to print masks, and I want to be able to make sure things are appropriately sized for my huge noggin. I got like a huge head. In fact, like this hat is from like a big and tall company. Like, I had to special order my hats. That being said, I still want to be able to print masks and know they're going to fit, like about 90% sure, because masks take a long time to print. Is there like an equation? Can I literally just scale it up? Like, can I just take the measurements of my head and just scale it up in terms of percentage? Or like, do masks not work that way in a slicer? Can you not just scale it up and it'll fit? Like, it has to be like recut and remeasured or whatever? Let me get some of those good times. When they arrive, I'll let you know. But it ain't now. It ain't now. Let the good times roll. You need a bigger printer. Oh my gosh. Like I said, what's the one I was like wanting? The U2 or something like that. I can't remember. My tabs are all over the place. Today has been so hectic in terms of like Polymaker like releases and stuff like that, of which I'm not allowed to talk about. So you guys will just have to wait. Yeah, my mind is just scattered. Get an H2S. Listen, if you can give me the down payment for it, go ahead. You can 3D print cosplay calipers from Uncle Jesse. I should ping Ryan from Scotland. He prints a lot of masks for customers. Honestly, that'd be very appreciated. I want to like start printing masks for stuff like Halloween and stuff. Like my friend recently moved from Houston all the way to like Seattle. Who knows what reason? I do like Pike's Place up there, but for whatever. I guess they just didn't want the mosquitoes anymore. But now he got married like a while ago, and like, you know, they had better job opportunities up in Seattle, so they moved to Seattle. But I want to send him like a gift. But my friend also suffers from gigantic head syndrome like myself. So I want to figure out this problem, and that means I essentially have like 2 weeks to do it if I'm going to send him a mask in time. So if anyone knows how to properly scale masks to the point where like you're 90% sure they're going to fit, let me know. Which also brings me to like if I can not break this thing, what I printed. You guys might have seen it on the Starlight release this week, but I printed this bad boy. It's like a predator. It's like a predator from like the movie Aliens and Predators and stuff. Mask, and this thing was terrible to assemble. It looks really cool, but like, number one, it does not fit. It does not fit. Like that's not fitting my head. I got too big of a noggin. Galaxy Armory models helmets. That dude has a big noggin. Send them my way. Send them my way. Take into consideration the foam fill to make the mask helmet fit comfortably. Um, yeah, that'll probably be like step two. Like right now, I just want to make sure you can fit over my gigantic skull. Uh, Adulting is fun. Instead of getting to order H2S, I get to order a washer dryer set. No. That's the good part of adulting. Like I got so excited because my fridge, it's not going out, but it's at the point where it could go out in this house because the fridge was gotten a long time ago. That like I'm honestly like debating with myself day after day. Do I want a smart fridge? I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of tutorials, and I'm like, technically it would be beneficial to have a smart fridge, but I don't like having overly fancy stuff that I will then get mad at the moment it stops working. Like Samsung fridges, my parents have one, and it's super slow now. I don't like that. I already deal with that with my phone, with it like gradually slowing down. I don't want to deal with that. But no, new appliances are like fun. That's how you know like you're getting old. New releases tomorrow. Try them out. Try them out of TPU maybe. You know what? I can't get my hands on any TPU. I've asked the warehouse like 3 or 4 times. They don't have any TPU on hand. It's obviously getting sold. I can't get my hands on it though. Let me see. Might be better to send them a printer. Measure your interpupillary distance between your eyeballs. That was the thing I had to do when I got my what's the Facebook machine where it's like gosh, what is it called? But yeah, when I got that fitted, that's what I had to like do to make like everything like fit just perfectly right. I did a mask on K2. I did it on the K2 Plus. Frankly Built just did a video about scaling armor and helmets. Ooh, send the link. Send a link so I can watch it while I'm editing a video after the stream. Pinged Ryan and you on the Polymaker Discord. Thank you so much. And the cosplay channel. Thank you so much. Mark. Ooh, yeah, I love getting new tires from y'all's conversations. Frankly Built is a good one. No, just get a tablet. Well, here's the thing. I'm messy in the kitchen. I'm really messy. Like I'll spill everything everywhere, like oil and like flour and sugar and everything like that. So I don't want to ruin like a on its own item. And I kind of want a better sound system than a speaker can afford me. So I don't know. I'm bougie like that though. Uncle Jesse has a file for calipers that you can use to measure for helmets and masks. I use it when doing my Warhammer helmet, and Helmet of Domination from World of Warcraft worked awesome. So I have like a caliper. It's not like an electronic caliper, but it's like a caliper I got from like Home Depot. Is there a specific one I need? Do I need like a super accurate one or something? And like, is there some sort of formula to allow for like that foam that someone mentioned beforehand in stream? Like that soft EVA foam or whatever. Is there like a tolerance like equation? Or better, is there some sort of online calculator that kind of just scales stuff for me? I'm very interested in skipping the hard work. Let me see. Just dropped money for 60K. What are you guys talking about in stream? Tag in Discord. Thank you so much. Overture has lots of TPU. Yeah, well, the moment it comes to me free, I already spent like $120 on Polymaker filament. I got the shipment, you guys, but I needed the shipment to film today in the office. So like every single box of that filament is like at the office right now, sitting like at my like creator station. So I wanted to do an unboxing this week, but that got ruined. That got ruined. I'm gonna have to show it with you guys next time. Yeah, the Meta VR headset, Oculus Rift. I had both the Oculus Rift and the Oculus Quest. In college, we did a lot of development for my degree, like in 3D environments. So I actually got the chance to work with. Oh my gosh, my computer. My thing just cut out. Looks like my camera was unplugged. Oh no. That's weird. Hang on. Camera, come back. Come back, camera. Come back. There we go. And my head's still frozen. Oh my gosh. About that. Are we good now? We good now? Okay. We're back. All right. I'm using the old camera because I left half my setup back at the office. So if we're having like streaming troubles, that's on me. I literally came home and like let my dog out in the backyard for 30 minutes, and here I am. I was at work super late. I got the Samsung fridge, but the one without the screen, don't want to deal with that. I'm the same way. I don't want to deal with like dead pixels and like the thing getting like slower. Links it in Discord. Let me see. Let me see if it's there. Oh, Discord's already up. It's next to me. All right, I'm losing track with all these losing track with all of these tags. Let me see. All right, cosplay. Okay, perfect. I see it. I see it. Thank you, Pizliz. Thank you, Pizliz. I get to. I'm starring that comment. Thank you. Tin Talon, I'm starring yours too, so I can go back and review it after I'm done with the stream. Okay, manual caliper. Better to look at the model. It will make sense once seen. I'm confused. All right, so it's better to have a manual caliper than like an electronic one. And I should just look at the model. It'll make sense once it's seen. Let me see. Oh, I got a friend request on Discord. Skipping the hard work. Yes, yes. It's about to be a crazy week here for me in terms of content creation. So yeah, I'm like Monday night. I'm already feeling run down. You know the thing. It's like we on this show we try to take away the Monday sorrows. It's like I'm not sorrowful yet, but like give me till Wednesday, then I'm gonna be pretty sad. About to be a hard week. Posting cosplay in the Discord, it'll help everyone. Just a big one caliper, and for the foam, I used replacement helmet foam from Amazon for like kids for bike helmets. Just add the thickness on your measurements, and I add like another 5 millimeters to the overall dimensions. Okay. Why are you buying filament? Tell Joe you need some. I tell everyone at the office I need some. But like listen, we're guaranteed free filament, but like it's not like next day free filament. It's when we happen to have extra at the warehouse. Like I said, like a few streams before, you guys get filament before we do because you guys paid for it. Which is funny because I was shooting some stuff at the office. And like everything we had at the office, I needed like a wall of Panchroma. And all we had was like a wall of like Polyterra. And I was like, this isn't going to work for the video. Like, I don't want to see the old label of stuff. And so I was like, guys, where's all of our Panchroma spools? And they were like, oh yeah, we don't actually get a lot of those. And I was like, what do you mean? We make it. What do you mean we don't get any of it? They were like, yeah, I mean, like the stuff we keep in the office is pretty much just returns, and you know, we kind of just print what we want with that. And I was like, I'm trying to run the creator station over here. I need exactly what I need. I need all Panchroma spools, so when we shoot a Panchroma video, it's all Panchroma. I need all Fiberon spools, so when we shoot Fiberon, it's all Fiberon. When it's, well, yeah, I need the product families to match in the background. It's gonna look awkward if it doesn't. I can't just have one unmarked spool because it's like a secret formula or whatever. It's like, I don't know, creator problems. Starring it. I will take a look at the Discord after this, before I start my editing. Let me see. Oh, the Demon Slayer mask. Yes. So my friend really likes Demon Slayer. And I was like, what would be great is if I got like the white like fox or kitsune mask, or he likes this one because it's funny. Like I want to get him like the sword maker's mask. Like him and his, well, I was about to say his girlfriend. Him and his like wife really love Demon Slayer, and I was like, it'd be really cool if I got them like basically like a matching set of like masks. And I was like, and if I do it this way, I don't even have to pay for it because it's free. So I was gonna order some Panchroma matte spools that'll actually come in time for like Halloween. and like actually print this, but that leads me to where I am today with the whole, help me learn how to scale a mask. I might have to just ask them to like measure their heads. Hope the week gets better. It will be. As stuff gets like released and things get like finalized, I'll probably start to have a better day about halfway through Thursday. Like a better week halfway through Thursday. But yeah, you just get those you just get those weeks sometimes. Poor Greg, you need to hook up. You would think, right? You'd need Greg, you just need some filament. It's weird. It's almost like you should just work at a place that makes filament. I don't know. Need a Throne account for your supporters. What's up? I need to 3D scan my head. All right, so I have like a company iPhone in my backpack, which actually I have no idea where it is right now. I think it's in my living room. Don't they have LiDAR detectors on your iPhone? Can't you 3D scan your head by just moving it around? You just need the right app to take advantage of the LiDAR stuff. Like, why don't we just do that? Can't access links in StreamYard. Yeah, they need to update that. Pezliz, get on it. Contact the makers of StreamYard. Tell them like, hey, I want clickable links in the chat. Use a phone app. All right. Does it not as easy as it seems? No. All right. Well, I'm not afraid to learn. I just don't want to. Is there an app that actually uses the LiDAR capabilities of the phone? Because if I can start with something rough and I can build around it and just make minor adjustments to it, I can do that. Like I'd love to make like a Deadpool mask or something like that and just, make tiny adjustments and then just work on the overall technique or whatever. I sent you a Discord message, but it's locked down. Let me see. No, when I said I got a friend request, that was you, Polymorph. I just didn't look at it. I don't want to be rude on stream and get distracted too much. Polycam. Okay. Polycam. I know the people at StreamYard. Pezliz, get on it. You should be writing the email right now. Hey, my friend Greg, he's getting upset because he can't click links in like on stream. Make it happen. It's like 3 sentences. Like, make it happen, Pezliz. You've made everything else happen so far. All right, let me write that down. Polycam. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like learn to use Polycam because I also I also think it would come in handy for like irregular surfaces, so I can make things like hooks and stuff that like fit on like irregular objects. There's a lot of weird stuff in this house that I have to like work around until I can save up enough cash, enough money, enough like simoleons to like fully replace. But until then, I got to work with it. But that sounds like a job for a 3D printer. I am doing just fine. A bit stressed, but I'm doing just fine. Ooh, Corey Engine is another. It's an app on the iPhone, right? It's not like something I have to access through the computer. Let me see. When shoosh comes to shove, Liz gets it done. Yeah, I'm counting on her. 3 weeks, you'll be driving in. Yeah, so, yeah, like with this, oh my gosh, I just made it disappear. Hang on. That. So the problem I had with this mask is, I shouldn't open my mouth, but this was supposed to be like something for like the Starlight release. So this is made out of like Starlight Pulsar and like Starlight Midnight. So like Starlight Midnight for like the mandibles, and then Starlight Pulsar for like the teeth, and then like I guess like the jaw bone parts or whatever, and the teeth and like the smaller teeth in the front. I really should have kept my mouth shut because the video that I saw looked cool, but I didn't like watch it all the way through. They were like, they ended up like what I needed. I have never built like an assembly project before, and this turned out to be the first one. This was the absolute wrong one to do as like a first time like assembly. I'm just not used to it. And so when I went to do it, like there were a couple things wrong. His original print was in PETG, and he listed in the video, to like fairness of the creator, he listed like, hey, this should probably only be done in PETG because of the properties of the mask. Like, you know, it may not work, it's not guaranteed to fit, blah blah, whatever. And I was like, I'm sure it'll be fine. I just, you know, it'll be a cool thing for social media, whatever. And so I put it as like an idea in like our like task system. And then eventually, you know, the idea gets talked about to the point where like, all right, no, well, now it's a part of the launch. And like, I was unaware of that. And I was like, and so like 2 or 3 days before like the launch, they're like, oh, is the mask ready yet? And I was like, no, like we're doing other stuff for the launch. I was like, you know, that's social media and it's like a first time thing. I am not worried about that. Like it'll get done when it gets done. And they're like, well, that's the part for like the Starlight and Pulsar stuff. And I was like, it's a part of the launch. And I was like, oh no. So I had to like rush and try to get it done. But like the more I tried to dive into the project and tried to like assemble it and stuff, the more I found out like things just weren't fitting right. And all these parts, these were not printed on like my A1. These were printed in like the Office's like X1Cs. And so I was like, well, it's not a dimensional like issue on my end. It's not me messing up a print again. I was like, I did it exactly to the like the specifications of the video. It just ain't working. Like, I'm sure if I was a better maker, I could have fixed it. I just didn't. So there are definitely some parts of this project where I'm just like, I definitely just jammed stuff in there and I just made it work. Like you can see right here. Let me see if I can get it to show on camera. That there is, you can see a little bit of white here. That is because I just jammed some napkin in there just to like make it fit. Because otherwise the tension on this thing was like too loose and the tooth was like 2 millimeters too small and it would just fall straight out. And so I mean, long story short, that mask, which is not a hard assembly, it's just the first time I've done it, literally took a full 8-hour workday to like assemble. It was not pretty. I'm not proud of it. It would have been funny if I'd streamed it. If I just streamed it for 8 hours, Greg trying to assemble his first mask. But yeah, that really frustrated me. But at the same time, like it got me like really interested in like making like a good quality mask, which brings me to where I am today. I may have teared up when Starlight Pulsar arrived. It's truly the dreamiest color. I think so too. Like out of all the Starlight colors, like Pulsar is like the coolest looking. In fact, I've been looking for like another like print to show off Pulsar even better. Cause the print that I had printing, where was I? I think I was on stream with Joel like last Thursday, I want to say last Thursday or last Friday. And so I ended up being like his guest on his show. And so I had a print going that turned out beautiful. Like I cannot wait to show you guys, but the materials that is made out of are not being released until tomorrow. So I can't show you on this stream, but hopefully it'll be a part of that launch. Maybe you'll see it tomorrow, just not on this stream. I completely lost where I was going with this, but let me see. Assembly projects are fun. Not this one. This one was not fun. It was really hard to do, and like the instructional video was not an instructional video. It was a highlight reel of him assembling his own mask, with him occasionally saying like measurements of like individual strings and like where to put magnets. But then like I said, things weren't like fitting together like true. So like when I went and bought the exact same type of magnets that are supposed to work in the mask, like they were loose. They fell out the moment you turned it even slightly. You know, metal on plastic, there's no grip. It just fell right out, which is why it ended up taking like 8 hours. So I have a weird relationship with that mask. I like both hate it and love it. I love it that it got it done. It looks beautiful, but I hate that I wasted an entire workday on it. Fail just means first attempt in learning. No, it means fail. Like, because at that point, like I was trying to like, and don't get me wrong, I don't have a bad attitude when it comes to failing. It's more like if you fail, you like what's that saying? You only fail if you don't learn anything. I was trying to rush to get the job done so fast that like I didn't even learn anything. So I did fail. I didn't learn anything. I knew what was wrong. I just didn't know how to fix it. I'm pretty sure it was too late to fix it. Like I'm pretty sure it was some sort of like printing tolerance or like some sort of like just bad math or whatever. But like I couldn't do it. It was a fail. I live with that. It was probably on me. I probably could have saved it. But I mean, here we are. Here we are. I'm glad the project's over. Like I will never suggest a mask to put in like our launch ever again. Cool name too. I can give you lots of ideas. I mean, listen, I love the ideas. Zombie Hedgehog, I saw when you came in here. I printed. I tried printing a version of it on the A1 with your profile. The top part just came out all wonky, so I went to the X1Cs at the office, and they printed it well. Let's see. One rule to go by: to be successful, it's okay to double your rate of failure. I think to succeed you have to fail, but that doesn't mean failure tastes any better. It still tastes bitter. You learn to slow down. I mean, deadlines are deadlines. Like, you want to be the one to tell your boss, like, I couldn't play Lego fast enough. I couldn't assemble it in time to make like a video or whatever for it. Oh gosh, 2 words: Thomas Edison. Wasn't he also a terrible person though? Like, wasn't Thomas Edison like a terrible like person? He did quote unquote invent the light bulb, which I heard he also kind of stole that idea for. I don't know. I'm not a historian. I'm just saying. And you need more time. Yes, I did. To be fair, I had more time. I just did not think that the mask was a priority, so I pushed it off to work on other things. And then by the time I realized, like, no, it's important, it was too late. And I was like, oh, at least I failed fast. Yes, I agree with that. I did fail fast. I'm fine with that. Oh yeah, I have new profiles for me. Yes, I know you. I know. Last time I asked, you didn't do the point two, but I would love to see the detail I could get out of a point two, like just testing it, because I did a bunch of like we're doing a lot of work with like our standard like Polylite like PLA, and so I was like, let me go ahead and test like how small can I get like a model and still get like really good like a detail. So we printed like this I printed like 9 like little like knit foxes in like Polylite PLA, and like the detail is good, but that just has me wondering. I was like, the point two nozzle or whatever, it exists. How much detail can I get? Let me see. If you got time, look up put punished props. Bill does a great job showing assembly, builds, and painting. Yeah, I definitely need some practice. Like like I said, it was my first time doing that, and so like these hands are not the most like they're not known for big dexterity. Like Greg is not a dexterity build. He's a full strength build. I just it's like, I was not meant to manipulate small things. I was more meant to be like, hey, put your hand there and support the entire like piece of wood. That and so. Trying to like feed like a little piece of thread through like a tiny 3D printed hole, which of course isn't perfect, like was truly a nightmare for me. Like honestly, thank God I didn't like cut my nails or whatever when I was trying to do that, because like I needed more surface area on my fingers to be able to like get the like literally just thread the needle. It was terrible. You're still testing your point two nozzle. It's such a pain. I know, but think how happy it's terrible. Think how happy I'll be when it's done. I really want to test a point two nozzle, because like I like to do like this past weekend, which is the print I can't show you. I did like a much longer print. I did like it was like 1 day and like 10 hours print, and I was like, I should do a really complex print like each weekend and just see what I can make. It's like I'll save the weekends for those crazy prints. Like let's do a mask in like 3 different colors and stuff like that. And it's like let's do like really complicated stuff. Let's try to print like a full like let's try to print like a full like thing of hyper detailed like Zorro from One Piece or something like that. I want to try doing stuff like that, but I'm afraid I can't do it without the point two nozzle. So Zavi Hedgehog, no rush. Perfection takes time. I'll just be waiting here. I'll be waiting on the sidelines, and I'll be waiting to shake your hand and thank you at the end. Knit foxes sound great. They were cool. Like I got like they're gonna be using the video later when we're talking about our like Panchroma stuff. So they're at the office too. Like I don't think there's a single square foot of space at either my desk or at my creator station at the office right now. It's just full of stuff. I don't even think I took down my light. Like I literally just took off like the big modifier just so it wouldn't be like a trip hazard or like a fall hazard. But everything's still set up. I'm going back first thing in the morning to finish doing some more videos. What happened to my camera? Is my camera still off? No. Hang on. I'm going to try to bring it back. I swear, it doesn't like me today. Come on, bring it back. Bring it back. Come on. Motion. Okay. Guys. Extension. Okay, it looks like I'm back. Yeah. So the reason my camera's messing up is because my camera, like a permanent like battery that I use to like plug directly into the wall, that is at work because I had to shoot for basically like 4 hours today. And so I kind of just left the setup there because I knew I'd need it first thing in the morning. And because I have ADHD, the more I touch things, the more I lose them. And I was like, it is probably safer if I just leave it at the office, completely forgetting about the fact that I needed to stream with that camera tonight. So that's on me. But like I said, having a rough week. The hold the flash guy. Let's see. Camera might be overheating or loose cable. It's not even that. I think it's honestly, I think it's like a bitrate issue. This is a cinema camera. And I think as like things, because it used to work perfectly. Like at my last like job before then, which I still had this camera at, this thing worked perfectly. But like all of a sudden, like when I started to, maybe it just doesn't like me using it. Maybe Polymaker doesn't like me using it. But when I started working at Polymaker, this thing just started to slowly act up more and more. Like, cause I use it all the time to like flex on Discord when I'm like gaming. So I can mess with my friends in like super high quality. But yeah, I think the bit rate on the camera is like too high for like the internet to accept. And I just haven't gone into manually adjust the bit rate. I need to put a 0.2 nozzle on my ender to see if I can get better detail. The stock profiles for the 0.2 are pretty much there. Really? Huh. Let me try that then. It just takes forever in a day. Looky there. It's neat, Greg. What's up, bearded printer? What are you printing lately? More flexy stuff? You can totally use a 0.4 nozzle for crazy detail. I agree. Once again, the print that I can't show you guys until at least tomorrow. But like the amount of detail I got out of that print, I was like, whoa. And I brought it to the office today and everyone was like, whoa. And I was like, right? And I was like, it was a weird mix of like pride. Cause I was like, I did that. But also I definitely didn't do that. That was the printer. But it was, I'm constantly amazed by that thing. I love my 3D printer. Look at what we do with maker chips. I haven't actually held one. Hello, plastic people. I typically use a 0.2 nozzle when I want my life to be hell. By the way, that doesn't count as a curse. Don't tell Joel. That doesn't count as a curse. Polymaker Tiffany has said much worse. So don't tell her I told you that. Let me see. Just 3D print yourself another camera, problem solved. Honestly, that's something I was, well, not printing a whole other camera. Bitter printer, you're crazy. But like I constantly lose my lens caps, not permanently, but like at my desk when I'm like fooling with a bunch of other stuff. Like right now there's like I mean, honestly, it's a disaster area. There's like an open candle, like a 6 pack of like Elmer's glue here, like a lens here without like the back of it on right now because I'm horribly irresponsible. Screwdrivers, like I was doing some electrical work over the weekend, so like there's like clamps here and stuff. I constantly lose my lens caps, so I wanted to see if there was a good profile that I could print a Sigma. How do I say this? A Sigma lens cap for a Canon mount lens, and I couldn't find one. If anyone knows one, let me know. There's a ton of stuff for Sony, which is weird because like Sony does not have nearly the market share that Canon does. But like, yeah, I'm basically trying to replace all my lens caps with something like, because what would be nice if I could, because of the way I put them inside of my case, the lens cap like faces up like this. So if I can print like 58 millimeters or something on the top, I would start using that instead of like the normal one. But I don't know. Maybe I should be the one to design it. Pathetic excuse. Needs another camera. What camera is it? It's the Canon R5C. The bitrate on it is like massive, so I'm pretty sure that's just me just not going in and changing the bitrate. Recently, I printed a raffle cage thing to bring to 3D Printopia. I'm so jealous. I want to go to one of the shows, but like, most of my job is like product releases, so like I technically never need to go to a show. So I don't know. One day I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just beg Miko one day. He's ready for Halloween. Polymaker's newest designer friend. Slicing is an art form though. People in chat set Tiffany up for that. No. Don't tell Tiffany that. No. 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 Don't do it. I've been contemplating refreshing my tombstone models for spooky season. Oh, you know, well, this is morbid. I was gonna be like, what if you could 3D print your own tombstone? Like, once again, morbid, but like, you ever tried to pay for like a tombstone? They're really expensive. Just 3D print my tombstone. 3D print my tombstone and like bury me with it. Bury me with my 3D printer and print my tombstone, and I'm sure it'll last forever. Do it in like PETG Super Plus, and I'm sure it'll last. A rear lens cap? Well, I mean, there's like oh my gosh, it's falling apart. Let me see. There's like a twist on to the back of like the lens here that like protects like the sensor like gold plates, and then just protects the back of the lens here. That is always lost, but more so is the front thing that actually protects like the front element. So if I could 3D print this and like print on the front of it like the millimeter of the lens, that would be so helpful, especially when I'm like shooting events and stuff like that. K2 Kevin has lens cap, but does he have Canon lens caps? And not even Canon. This is Sigma lens caps on a Canon mount. So Sigma, Canon. So you see the problem? It's very complex. It's very complex. And holders, they have them. Send me the link. Send me the link in Discord. I need them. I would. In fact, I don't have anything on the printer tonight. Like, I have the matte black charcoal somewhere in my living room. I could print them tonight. Oh yeah, it's just a generic 77 millimeter or so lens cap with the screw head, like using a filter. Send me the link. I mean, like, well, I have some pulled up. I just don't know if they're trustworthy. Ah, the R5. Nice camera. It's the R5C. It's built like a big box. It's like, the C is like for cinema or whatever. It's basically an R5 with like a big fan on the back with like a 1/2-inch fan on the back. But this thing can shoot TV shows. Like, it's a beast. And it was a very nice $4,000 tax write-off. Oh, speaking of glue stick, my order of Nano just came in. They ship fast. You know what? Hang on. My bottle of nanopolymer. Hang on. I'm gonna intentionally cut the camera because I don't want the camera to like rack focus to something else in this place that is not clean yet. Hang on. Give me a second. Okay. All right, I got my bottle of nanopolymer. All right, all right. I got my bottle of, hang on, nano polymer adhesive. This stuff is awesome. I cannot believe, first of all, I'm not exactly sure how much to use of it, but like, I can't believe how carefree printing is when you apply it. It's like I never have to worry about it. I printed those 9 tiny little foxes and I was like, oh, there's so little surface area on those things. Like, I really hope like it doesn't like come off or whatever. And like it was perfect. And that was like the 6th print that I did since the initial application. And uh, it works. It works. I can't believe it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Do you by chance know the different what the difference is between Polymaker Polylite Clear PETG and the Polylite Clear Translucent PETG? Dude, I do not know. I am not the most at all. I am not at all like the most versed in like the slight differences between our products. Like, to be honest, I'm a newbie, so like I'm learning along with you guys. Like, when you know that answer, share it with the team. Cause then I'll know too. Let me see. Once you go to one show, you will go to them all. I mean, from the stuff that I see at the shows, because like, you know, Polymaker Pete and like Nico and like Joel, they take photos and like, you know, they have like short videos with you guys with their like Osmo Pocket 3 or whatever they carry. It looks like fun. I look at the schedule and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of standing. But nothing compared to my last job. But it's like, it looks like fun, especially if everyone has like essentially the same hobby. I'm like, that doesn't sound like a bad time. I was like, the tips of the trade I could pick up, the hands I could shake, the sicknesses I could get at those things. Like, how am I gonna get sick now if I'm not shaking hands? I'll just get the PCBWay metal 3D print my tombstone. Yeah, who's with me? Print tombstone. Print your own tombstone. That'll be the next big fad. The rear cap is going to be mount specific, EF, etc. Yep. Skew, let me see. Doesn't matter that it's Sigma, still just an EF RF mount. I figured that, but like, is this standard? Like, I have very few Canon lenses because Sigma, well, to be honest, I like the way Sigma looks better than Canon lenses. Like, is this, like, is the threading on this standard? I've never bothered to check. Like, if I print a lens cap for, what is this, 82 or 77? Let me see. Should say it somewhere. 82. 82 millimeter, like, diameter. Will it work with any 280 millimeter diameter lens or what? That's what I'm looking for. Canon. People still use Canon. It's Canon with one in. But yeah, people still use Canon. They have, like, what? No. They have like 40% of the market share, which is larger than any other company. Like Sony has like 20%, which is frustrating why they don't have more like Canon 3D printed accessories, or at least they're not labeled as such. Yeah, I made me some custom Canon caps I made a while ago. I feel like sharing that file, my guy. Like I said, like the way that I access them in like my big like carry-on case, they're facing up. So when I open the case, like it's really handy to just see at a glance, like 58 millimeters, which, you know, would hopefully be filled in white or something so I can see it. So that's what I want. That'd be a nice weekend project. Does a Canon cap fit on a Sigma with a Canon mount? That's the question. Doesn't. I don't know. Also, the Sigma has no bearing on the cap, just the mount. Let me see. Oh, the R5C. My old CEO bought one of those. Really? All right. CEO of what company, if you don't mind me asking? And then 2, what did he need an R5C for? Like, it's such a beast of a camera. Like, there's so many other types of cameras out there. Like, what made him need an R5C? Like, there are still like handy cams and camcorders and stuff like that. So like, to get such a specific like intermountable lens changing like camera, I'm wondering why. Tell me, Little John. Tell me. What would it hurt to just print it and see if it works? Wasted filament? Please. Most filament is wasted anyway. That multicolor print I did over the weekend, there's a mountain of like filament poop like sitting on my floor over there that I still have to like sweep up, but I'm kind of proud of it. So I'm letting a mess stay on my floor because I'm like low key proud of it because I was like, that's the longest print I've ever committed to. Uh, I mean, yeah, I mean, I could. It doesn't feel good, man. Like to intentionally do a possibly wasted print. That's my own ego talking. I'm aware I'm in the wrong on that, but it just doesn't feel good, man. Just doesn't feel good. What's that filament fund? Oof, that's your filament fund right there. He vanished. Let's see. I have an R8 for filming. Started to practice more with it. I rented the R8 for a couple of events at my last job. It's a powerhouse. It's a powerhouse. It needs a more mature battery, but like it's still good. I like it. The R8 is like really good. It doesn't have nearly the overheating issues as like my R6, which God, I'm horribly irresponsible. I do not have like the cap on the front of it. Like this is my R6. Like the R8, which has like I think it's like an exact copy, doesn't have even half of the overheating issues with it. And in my opinion, has better battery life. So I'm just like, R8. If I had to like trade in this camera or whatever, I get an R8 any day of the week. When do you plan on organizing your space to fit 5 more printers? I don't have room to fit 5 more printers. I do have a spare room. It's full of stuff right now, but that is meant to become my home gym. It's meant to become my home gym. I'm supposed to be eventually picking up like a Peloton or something and like a treadmill, and then making that into like a home working out station. But the 3D printer stuff, like it might go in the shed out back. I might like furnish the shed to be like really nice and like partition it off. Like one side be like nice and carpeted and ventilated and have like, you know, sophisticated like ventilation and stuff like that. And the other half would be essentially a garage. And that's where I would put the printers. But 5 more? No. I don't need 5. Joel asked me this on the stream. He was like, how many printers would you get if like money wasn't an issue? And I told him, I was like, I think it'd be 3. I'd get 2 like equivalent of the X1Cs. Although I'm looking at that that Snapmaker U2. I'm looking at that. I might get one of those. It'd be equivalent of 2 of those, and then I get like an A1. I don't need 3 massive monster printing machines. It's like, give me 2 for like important stuff, and then like fun prints will always be on the A1. False alarm, he's back. A little goes a long way. Something someone told you so. Something told you so. Yeah, I know. I'm really behind in chat. Good Lord. The Nano's magic, man. Nano's magic. I can't believe I wasted a pack of glue sticks. And like it works so much better. I don't have to rinse the glue off of it or anything. It's awesome. 120 milliliter bottle lasts me about a year on 3 printers. Wow. Okay, well, I guess that means I went a little bit overboard, but like, hey, I'd rather it not take up room in my head about me having to worry about it. Bring a horse to water, can't make him drink. Good evening, Sir Gregory of Polymaker fame. Polymaker fame. No, everyone else is more famous than me because they all met T-Pain. And you know what? Even if I had met T-Pain, I wouldn't even know what I would have said to him. I would have been like, hey, man, I like your music. I like your voice when it's not auto-tuned. I like it with the auto-tune. I like your music. But it's like every time I hear you sing without auto-tune, I actually really prefer it. I think you should do that more often. Yes, Vision Minor Nanopolymer. Or we just got to call it Nano. That's too long of a name. Adhesive is amazing. You don't need to use much, and it lasts lots of prints. Application will get you 30 to 50. I thought it was like 12. What's up, Diablos? Same SKU, same product. I've been printing on the same maker chip plate for quite a few prints, and it has tiny details. Let's see. You should ask Tiffany about the difference between the two PETG filaments, but make sure she knows that you're going to swear off Polymaker filament if she doesn't give you the answer that you want. It's such a threatening message in chat. You don't get sick, you get tough. No. When I go to like cons and stuff like that, I don't know if it's like people's hands. I don't know if it's the airport. I don't know if it's just my sinuses going through it because like airplane air is extremely filtered and it's really dry and it just causes my sinuses to freak out for like a week afterwards. But I get horribly sick every time I get on every time I like come back from a trip. I don't get sick on my way there. I get sick on my way back. And then like I'm out for like a week. All right. Well, good for you, Pezlis. I mean yes, that is exactly what like this stuff is supposed to, in my opinion, eventually replace. I'm sorry, that was awkward to see in chat. Whew. Yeah, that's standard, pretty standard. Just tried its like 30-minute print. I guess I'll try it. Standard from the beginning, like decades. Canon's UI is much better than Sony's. I have heard that. My business partner, my friend, he shoots on Sony's, and he's been shooting on Sony's for like 5 years, and he still gets confused where certain things are because he doesn't have to access the sort of the deeper functions of the camera all the time. And like specifically like the settings that allow you to like compensate for like a screen flickering or something like that, because the refresh rate of the screen is like not perfectly matching the same refresh rate of like the camera. And then like anyways, he has a hard time navigating it. And I'm like, even seasoned Sony users aren't like used to it. Like, fix the UI. Apparently, like, it's complained about a lot in like the Sony like ecosystem. Fix it. Fix your menus, Sony. I need the gray glasses drop as an emote. Is that what I'm known for? I'm known for my glasses? Are these? Hang on. Yeah, okay. These are my right glasses. I had on an old pair earlier that I was shooting in the CO GoPro. You know what? I get it, but like there are easier ways to shoot stuff, right? Like it's such a tailored tool. I'm still wondering. Oh, you said he could just afford one. Okay, he could afford one. Okay. Thought we were talking about Audi for a second. No, Pete. Pete, get back to wherever you are, man. It's what time is it over there? Snapmaker U1 is going to be a sweet printer. I really want to try it out. I hope the office gets one. I don't think they would, but I want to try it. I want to try it. They keep saying like, oh, it's like 5 times faster with like less filament waste. I'm like, I want to see it. I want to see it. I have 6, needs 60 more. Wow. Let's see. Zinc is the secret. Is it? Zinc is the secret to let me not get sick at like cons and stuff like that? Dad would have loved it. You love awkward. No, I don't love awkward. Like whenever I know something is awkward, I make it like 10 times worse by accident. Ugh. Sony is the training wheels of pro shooting. Ooh, hot take. All right, so I'm interested. Do you guys like, I mean, not everyone in here is a camera nerd like me, but do you guys like Sony footage over Canon footage? I think they do two things like, well, I like Sony footage in general, but when it comes to shooting people, Canon's like skin colors, like you barely have to touch them. Even when you shoot in RAW, you just don't have to touch them very much. Like when I shoot, like occasionally when I shoot Sony or when I have to manipulate Sony, like S-Log 3 footage, I can never get the skin color just quite right. It's like, I know what their skin looks like. I know what it's supposed to like be graded like. And I just have a really hard time getting it there. It takes me like 5 to 10 nodes to perfect their skin color and then have to go back and like patch everything else up. It's a very frustrating color grading process. You tend not to notice it when you're watching nothing but Sony footage, but since I look at Canon footage all the time, it really bothers me. So, I don't know, maybe I'm making my own problem. Dad said he wanted to go over Niagara Falls in a barrel, so he printed a small barrel for some of his ashes. My mom said something like that too. She said she either wanted to be spread in like a dog park because she loves dogs, or two, she wanted to go to Niagara Falls, and I was like, well, that's scary. I was like, we'll pick the dog park. We'll pick the dog park. You'll have to pry my Nikon. Oh, you shoot Nikon. You'll have to pry my Nikon ZFC out of my cold dead hands. I fell in love with that aesthetic and stayed for the ability to change settings throughout physical switches. I get it. Nikon gets a lot of hate, and they're not very attractive looking cameras, but they do good work. Sony's menus are horrible. I agree. Canon and Fuji are the best for good colors. Fujifilm has really good colors. Like, they do really good on like their contrast, how they handle blacks. 8:30 a.m., my guy. This is how you choose to spend your morning? Like, you're probably still drinking your morning coffee and you choose to log on and see me, the disaster known as me. I prefer the colors of the wind. Can a Canon or Fuji capture that? No, I don't think they can capture a Disney line, a Disney song line from a movie. Less waste is the hook for the U1 for amateurs. Multi-material is the hook for pros. All right, so when people use multi-material, I'm wondering this because I make this mistake. Does multi-material mean multicolor? Let's say if I'm using like charcoal matte black versus like army beige, is that technically multi-material? Or no, that's multicolor, and multi-material is like, no, PETG and like ASA or something. Let me know that. Because maybe I've been using that term wrong. Zycam gummies. Huh. Maybe I'll try the zinc, like you guys said. They did research on zinc. They showed it didn't work any better than a placebo. Never mind then. Your audio is crisp as well. Thank you very much. This is this wasn't an expensive mic. I got it from Guitar Center on sale from a lady who just ended her podcast. So this was actually a very cheap mic. On Fuji, I've used JPEG straight from the camera just because the colors are a chef's kiss. I do that. Like when a client is like bugging me and they're like, hey, can we get something to post like tomorrow? I will not edit it. I will export the JPEG from my Canon and just send it directly to the client and be like, hey, you got this one, but the other ones will have to take the allotted like 3-4 days of editing time. But yeah, I am very quick to edit, just to export a quick JPEG, or I'll slightly touch the saturation on my phone, export it, and then like send it to them. Well, that's if you're not deficient in zinc. Okay. All my ashes to put in a Ziploc bag and then put in geocache? In a geocache. My Alexa is like going off like crazy. Sony has low noise at high gain. I have a 77D. Yeah, but Canon's coming out with that triple base ISO. We could be getting the same thing over at Canon finally after like 10 years of complaining about it. Like, Canon's low light is getting there. It's only just now starting to roll out. In fact, they haven't announced it yet, but the rumors are like they're making an R50C. So like this camera, but like cinema version. And like it's supposed to have like triple base ISO, which means you can basically shoot at night with like no noise. Which I love because I always end up shooting at night anyway. So like I really love like a really low noise at like super high gains. And Sony, I don't like Sony, but they got it. They win. Like so far they're winning in terms of low light. Not attractive. I'm sending you a Discord and I'll show you style. I don't think Fujifilm's cameras look very good. Hey, Pete, I hope you're having a good time. Yep, multi-material is like PLA and TPU. Okay, yeah, I've definitely been using it wrong then. That's on me. Different chemistries equals multi-material. So how do you determine, like, is there just like safety sheets or whatever to determine like how well one bonds to another? Like, how does it hold up over time? That sort of thing. Or do you just like risk it for the biscuit? Multi-material is more like PETG supports for PLA or vice versa. I I still use, if Pete's still in the chat, which it looks like he is. Pete, I've been using your CoPE spools to like make like home improvement stuff, to be the supports for my home improvement stuff for like hangers and stuff. And it works fantastic. I'm sorry, Pete. I can get you back your filament if you want. Let's see. Hot take. Lots of people claim they love tool changers for multi-material, but I've seen like 2 proper use cases for it. It's hard to make it work because the dissimilar filament doesn't fuse well. Pete, you're coming here and ruin the vibe with your professional takes. We're amateurs on this. We're amateurs on this show. Or PLA skeleton with TPU skin for like a tire or basketball. Oh yeah, Sean did that like experiment with like what it was? It was Polymax and PLA Plus. I wonder is that, well, it's still PLA, but it's a different chemical makeup. Is that multi-material? If it's a different type of PLA, but it's still PLA, is that still multi-material? K2-D3, that's not the droid you're looking for. Polymaker should offer a service where they turn a loved one's ashes into a filament. Oh my gosh, you guys are getting weird. You guys are getting weird. They have services where they can turn like your ashes into like a diamond. Like that exists. I know that happens. Add some glitter into it. No, stop. Stop with this. No. All right. Very few people actually utilize multi-material rather than multicolored. 95% of the time, it's forced multi-material, which would be better off multi-part printing and assembling. Pete, you're doing a lot of typing, a lot of like knowledge access at 8:30 in the morning. You mean Nikon? Fuji's looking amazing. Oh no. Okay, no. Okay, yeah, I am wrong. I'm completely wrong. I'm sorry, Layer. Yes, Fujifilm looks great. Nikon's look, they look dusty. Nikons do not look good. There's a reason people make fun of them. They look bad. I like how my Canon screen flips around. Number 1, Canon with a single in. But honestly, I think Sony has them beat for an articulating screen too. So I'm like, Canon, pull ahead. No, the bonding thing is based on what people tried and got to work. You can add interlocks to make materials bond better. Once more people have multi-material printers, I expect we'll see more models making use of it. So where do you see multi-material, like, in terms of the types of print? Like, do you see it in, like, things like miniatures, like art? Do you see it in, like, more useful, like, utilitarian prints? Like, let's say I want to make, I don't know, a new handle for a trowel outside. I'm starting an herb garden, like, next weekend, so perfect. Like, let's say I want to make, like, a new handle for, like, a trowel. Like, is multi-material more often used there versus in terms of, like, decorative stuff? Who knows? Let me see. Like my cell phone camera. The saying is in the photography world, the best camera is the one you can afford. And if that's in your pocket, then that is your best camera. Besides, like, I was literally outside with my dog today. I posted on my Instagram story. I am still amazed by my Google Pixel 7 Pro, how good the camera is sometimes, and even if it's just all processing, how good the bokeh can look from like a cell phone. Don't knock cell phones. They just have their time and place. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I was speaking with Protopasta at the terrible name for that, Remurf, about adding baby teeth to filament. We were joking, but the possibility. You can't put "we were joking," but then put like the possibilities. It's like saying like, haha, joking, but also not. Like you can't do that. Either you were discussing baby teeth and filament or you weren't. Make up your mind. Multi-material for supports and built-in hinges. Okay. I see that. Yeah, the one that they took the hint from Fuji going for a more retro look. My camera again with this. Oh, now we're getting weird. Let me see. My camera. I just have to leave everything in the office. Let me try it. Yeah, but the best camera, well, I try to repair my camera. The best camera is the one you have with you. Murph is the real deal. Awesome name. What is it? The Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival, something like that. I gotta go get a COVID test for my daughter. Oh, okay, you're about to leave? All right, have a good night. I might be back before the end. Probably not. I've already been streaming for like an hour and 10 minutes. And I have like a video project I want to do before tomorrow. Let's see. Midwest Rep Rap Festival. Why do they call it Rep Rap? Why do they call it Rep Rap Festival? Lil Jon, it was great having you, man. Farewell. Good luck with the COVID shot. Yeah, Pezliz, why do they call it the Rep Rap Festival? Does Rep Rap mean something? And my camera's... Everything's freaking out. Oh my gosh. It's like losing connection or something like that. Elgato virtual camera. Nope. Rep Rap is about making self-replicating machines. That's just science fiction. Based off the Rep Rap 3D printer. Represent rap, I think? I don't think it's represent rap. Self-replicating. Rep Rap is about making self-rep machines and making them freely available for the benefit of everyone. We are using, was this copy pasted? This was fast. We are using 3D printing to do this, but if you have other technologies that can copy themselves and that can be made freely available to all, then this is the place for you too. Yeah, I guess they can make themselves. You can 3D print circuit boards, and if you can 3D print a circuit board, it means you can. I mean, you can't 3D print glass yet, but I guess you don't need to because of how it's made. I don't know, but yeah, okay. I guess I get that then. Replicating Rapid. I think it's the derivation of the project's name. Got it. Rep Rap kicked off the consumer printing industry. So they have like a central sponsor or something like that, or is every city kind of responsible for their own? Like, who sets the rules for what a Rep Rap, like in a city or whatever, is? Since everyone's so smart, tell me that. Rep Rap festivals are volunteers. Is there like a set of rules though? Like a Rep Rap, in order to be considered a Rep Rap festival, it must have this, and this, or a certain time frame, or it must be comprised of a certain percentage of people who are looking for this specific type of technology, or what? It was a community thing, but started as a university project. Ooh, what city? What university did it start at? They all coordinate. Okay, the rules. There are no rules. But local volunteers, it needs to embody the spirit of Rep Rap. Yeah, but who's the judge? Who judges like this? Who comes in as like, this isn't Rep Rap, tear it all down? Who has the authority to do that? Or no one person? It's like a small council. The community? Okay. Glass 3D printing may stop proving me wrong immediately. I'm just admitting I don't know. You don't have to post the immediate proof. Right, I really am going. Dude, go pick up your kids. Or go deal with your kids as like shots. It's being a streamer is like very, first of all, I don't consider myself a streamer. I just do streams. Although I am trying to stream in my own time, in my own like free time. It's very humbling being like, oh, someone knows the answer more than you and is very quick to post it. It's like, I honestly don't see how streamers get big heads. Like how streamers blow up and they have like drama surrounding them. And then like their entire career like falls to the floor. It's like, I don't even get how that happens, because like the community is so quick to keep you humble. Unless you just have like a massive ego, like how does that even happen? It's like, I don't even pretend to even know a quarter as much as you guys. Because the moment I say something even slightly wrong, like it's in the chat like 10 seconds later. Chat giveth, but chat taketh away. That needs to be on a shirt. You know, they 3D print with concrete also. Yes, we learned that in the very first stream. I ate my words very fast with that. They 3D print like whole buildings. That's so cool. Apparently they're very hard to like renovate though, so they're not very popular or something like that. I don't know. Best way to be a part of the community and learn is to participate in streams other than your own too. I watch other people's streams. I watch Joel's streams a lot. I watch Tiffany's streams every so often. I've tuned in for a couple of yours, Pezliz. But I gotta work. And I gotta catch up on One Piece. I'm not there yet. I'm not all the way caught up on One Piece. I'm at the beginning of Egghead. I still got a few more episodes to check in for. Nope, not calling you out, just showing what's been accomplished. I appreciate you, Builders Mark. I appreciate it. But if you do want to call me out, I also welcome that. There's a community in Houston of 3D printed houses. Really? Drop the link. I kind of want to, if it's an article, I want to read about it. If it's a video, I will watch it after I go to bed at like midnight after editing this video that I really should be hopping off stream to complete. I think you would really enjoy a Rep Rap festival. I think I would too. The community seems really cool. That being said, time for Z and Z. All right, hope you had a great Monday. Yeah, I think that brings us to the end of today's stream. It's been about an hour and 20 minutes. I got a video to edit. We got a release coming up, and I got stuff to do for it. So let's go ahead and end the stream. Anything else, people? Any last jabs? Any last camera talk? Anything else? We are a fun people. I agree. You guys are awesome and super helpful. Probably the most helpful community I've ever actually run across throughout my time, like diving deep into like anime communities and art communities and photography communities and computer science communities. Your community, well, I guess our community of 3D printers, honestly, makers, I guess whatever you call it, is honestly the most universally helpful one I've seen so far yet. And that is a badge of honor. Wear it with pride. Treat for Pupper. Molly she's currently asleep in like her kennel. I took her out for a walk before stream started. Bring us with you to help edit the video. No, it's for a release. You cannot see the video. I would do it. I'm completely open to editing on stream, but it's stuff that hasn't been released yet, so I'm not allowed to show it. If you 3D print, you trauma bonded whether you know it or not. I've definitely had I definitely call it trauma bonding. Like you get up at like 3 a.m. and you're like going to get like a glass of water. You look over your 3D printer and like it's actively just spooling and spaghettifying all over the place. And you're just like, I don't have the will to fix this right now. And so you just press stop and you go to bed. You don't even try. That's happened like 2 or 3 times. And it's one of the most entertaining / saddest moments of my life. Great way to put it. We can keep it a secret. Blur out what you can't show. Whole show is blurred. Exactly. The entire editor would be blurred. Come join another #1 3D printing stream on Twitch. Let me see. Who hurt you? Points at Monoprice Select Mini V2. All right, guys, I actually got to go. Them days of the early enders, like toddlers, can't leave them unsupervised. It's painful. All right, it's time to go. You know what time it is? It's time to say the phrase. Pete, if you're still with us, go ahead and mouth it. I know you tune in for every stream, so I'm sure you know it by heart. All right, so I hope you had a good day. I hope you have a good tomorrow. And on this show, we try to take away your Monday sorrows. Have a good night, everyone. Time to get editing.